Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. My name's CJ and today I'm going to be trying a new eyeshadow palette that I've never tried. So I got this palette in BoxyCharm, and I'll link the video in the cards. I actually filmed myself unboxing this, and you can see in that video how freaking stoked I am to try this. I am not someone who usually gets sucked in by packaging. Let me preface, okay? I'm just not. I don't know, packaging it's not a huge thing to me. I enjoy good packaging, but you know what I mean? So, long story short, this packaging freaking sucked me in because it looks like a book. I don't care if it's the bulkiest item I will ever have to store in my life. I do not care. I love books. I'm an author, if you've never noticed that thing. I don't even know if I pointed to it, but you know what I mean. So I love books. I love makeup. And I love these colors. So, oh my gosh. I'm sold. Like, done. It's done. So, the true test. I already love this, and I'm already going to keep this as a collector's item because it looks like a book. Okay. I don't care if the eyeshadows don't perform that well. I'm still going to keep it because it's just pretty. Okay, and it's a conversation piece. And I can be like, you want to see me as like an item in life? It's this. It's a book. That's makeup. That's me. Done. Boom. There she is. But if it works, if the eyeshadows are nice, and I like the shades in here, I really do. And they're shades that I could use every day maybe. So if this is something that works well, I'm excited. Anyway, okay, so this is by the brand Storybook Cosmetics. They're the ones that did, I think, the palette inspired by Mean Girls. I think that's like their whole thing. So anyway, this is the Fairy Tale palette in Little Briar Rose. See on the book spine. And also, okay, the mirror in here. Ooh, I've never done this before. Oh, what's her, okay, Rob Reedy Christie always does this. Wait, you ready? Ready? Oh, this is going to be hard because it's so bulky. Okay. You ready? You ready? Ready? Watch. Okay. Hello. Okay. Wasn't nearly as satisfying as how Rob Reedy Christie does it, but it still made me happy. So it's got a very nice mirror in here. I like the mirror. It's big. It's nice quality, actually. Hello. How are you? Okay, so this is what I'm going to be using today. I'm very excited about it. Also, before I forget too, because I probably will, my base makeup is already done because I don't know which video is going to be up first, but I'll link whatever in the cards. I just tried out a new face of base makeup. So like foundation, powder, contour, all that stuff. You can go check it out if it's already uploaded. If not, stay tuned for it. There were some things that were very stupid and not nice, and there's some things I actually really loved. Check this contour. That's all I'm going to say. Okay, so that's what my base makeup's already done. Also, because this is an eyeshadow tutorial or review, not anything else. So we can start now. The colors in here are they're actually, I think, very true to the fairy tale-esque aesthetic. It's like romantic pinks and mauves and blues and silvers. I actually really like this color story, and I love colors that have purple or like violet in them because I have hazel eyes, and like even if you have brown eyes, I think like any hint of purple will like make them pop, you know? So I do actually tend to gravitate more towards like browns that have like a touch of purple or anything in that kind of color family. So I really, really like these. I don't know how much use I'll get out of the shimmers because I'm pretty sure I mentioned this. I'm not a huge shimmer person. Maybe I'll use one today just because I'm not going anywhere. Well, I'm going somewhere later, but I can always wash it off if I don't like it. But yes, I'm really excited to try this. And also, I've like never filmed an actual eyeshadow tutorial or review, and I'm kind of stoked to do it. I'm also kind of nervous because like eyeshadow is not, I have very like hooded eyelids. I don't know if you can tell. Like my eyes are tiny, and so I get very nervous to like do any fancy eye looks because I just do. I kind of want to do a video. Let me know if you'd be interested in this. But okay, I know Alyssa Ashley is like kind of, anytime I see anything about hooded eyes, her name is mentioned, and I kind of want to follow like one of her tutorials for hooded eyes and video it. Would y'all be into that? My 0 viewers, let me know, because I don't know, I kind of want to do that. Anyway, so I am going to, I guess, shut up because I talk a lot. Yeah. Should I swatch? I know people aren't really into swatches anymore, but I do kind of want to swatch them. So I'm going to swatch them, okay? I'm not going to swatch all of them because there's 12 shades and y'all don't care. But I'm just going to swatch the ones I'm most excited about. So first is the shade Spindle. Ooh, they're like creamy. They're like soft. I tried to wash, I have like a cream contour swatch on my hand right now. I tried to wash it off, but it wouldn't come off. Okay, so this is the shade Ooh, that was a good Beauty Guru swatch, was it not? Okay, they're very powdery and very soft. There was some powder that had like caked up on the swatch that I had to blend out. But I actually really do like how that swatch, and I like how it feels. Like it's not, I feel like that would look really pretty on the eyes. And I do really like that color. That would be a beautiful transition color. And I think for the color, like the deeper colors and the shimmery colors that are in this palette, I think that would be a good transition shade for any of them. If you're of my skin tone. Okay, I'm going to touch on it. I won't do it too much. I guess Briar Rose would be a good one for deeper skin tones. I get very nervous talking about like things for deeper skin tones because I don't have that. Okay, I'm white. Okay, there's like this quote by Nicole Richie. If I can find the clip up, I'm white as a toilet. Okay, I don't understand the struggle of like, I try to, I really do, but it's a privilege of mine that it's something I don't really have to worry about. So if I say something like this shade is such a good transition, I mean for me, I'm just going to preface this whole video. I'll probably preface every other eyeshadow video or anything like that. I'll probably preface them the same way. Just saying, this is what I think of for me and people with my similar skin tone. Anyone with a different skin tone, I don't know. I can assume, but I could be wrong because I don't know because I don't have that skin color. Make sense? Okay. So I feel like Briar Rose would be this kind of same-esque transition color for deeper skin tones, but please let me know if you've ever tried this palette and you have deeper skin. Please let me know in the comments, like, if this palette could even work for you. Because, I mean, I can talk all the talk, but I don't know because I've never walked the walk because I have white skin. That was a long story for one shadow. Jesus. Okay, this is the shade I'm actually most excited about. It's the shade Grim. It's like the deep color. Okay, but it is right up my... Okay. It's a little splotchy on my hand, but that means nothing because it's on my hand and I have bony hands, so it could look completely different. But this shade is right up my alley. It's a deep purple mauve-esque color. I love these colors so much. So that I'm definitely using. I think I even mentioned in that unboxing video, that was the shade I was most excited about. Okay. Oh, also, okay, I wanted to try out this Fairies. Okay, wait. Oh my goodness. Yes, please. I like that color. It might be something you have to like wet. Again, I'm not like a huge shimmer person because I work an office job, and what's the point? I don't want to be walking in there and people be like, oh my God, what do you think this is? Like a glamour walk? No, it's work. Okay, and then another shade I really want to swatch just because I don't know if I would actually ever wear this shade, but I just think it's so pretty. It's called Kiss. Oh my God. It's like this red, purple, pink with like a hint of gold glitter. That is gorgeous. Oh my God. The swatch isn't that great, but also this is like the first video I've ever done swatches on, so it could just be me. it doesn't look very like pinky pigmented. The gold glitter shows up pretty hardcore though, I won't lie. So anyway, I'm going to stop talking. I'm going to use this old sock that's on my counter right now, or my dresser, because it couldn't find a mate. I'm going to use that to wipe my fingers off. And then I'm going to start. I feel like, okay, I could do a very basic neutral look right now. Okay, and that's what I want to, because that's my comfort zone, but I don't want to because you know how to do neutral looks if you're watching this video. But I will say this woodland shade, this with Enchanted on the lid if you're feeling glittery, or Spindle or Thorn on the lid. And then okay, I will say there's not a good like inner corner shade in this, and this Grim shade is the only dark shade, so there's not like a black or like a, I mean, it's like a purple brown, so like there's no like super deep shade, you know. That doesn't bother me because I don't really tend to use those shades. But if you like those colors in an eyeshadow palette, maybe that's something you would not like. But anyway, so I feel like you could do super good like neutral looks with this, but I do those every single day, and I never get to really play with makeup and have like free reign of my beauty room and my makeup because I get embarrassed when my boyfriend's home. And so just, I don't know, I kind of want to do something fun. So I am going to, I think I want to use, okay, I think I actually am going to use this Kiss shade because it's beautiful. Like in the pan, it's beautiful. It didn't swatch that great, but that's a swatch, you know, that's, I mean, that doesn't mean anything. So I think I'm going to use that, and I kind of want to use this Peachy Briar Rose color. I think I'm going to kind of go like in a pinky color. That'll kind of match my little thing, huh? Yeah. I don't know, but it's what we're going to do. We're just going to wing it because not eyeliner, because I can't do that. But, right? Okay, so I'm sitting on this freaking, okay. So what I'm going to do first is I am going to take this woodland shade, and I'm just going to put that in my crease so that this Briar Rose shade has something to like latch onto when I'm blending it out. And I'm going to use smear. Okay, I'm gonna make sure my angle is good because y'all, I'm telling you, I've never done an eyeshadow video before. Does that look good? Yeah. Okay. I can't really see this color, most likely because it's like the actual shade of my skin. Oh my gosh, why are my lips so chapped? Jesus, that's not cute. Do you see that? Okay, so I put 3 things of that on there. I can't really tell that it's on there. I can't really see it, but maybe, I mean, it could just be because of the color. I probably sound really stupid to you who know makeup. Okay, so now I'm going to take a more precise, still like a fluffier brush, but a slightly more precise one. And I'm going to dip into Briar Rose. It's like the peachy pink shade. And I'm going to put that in the crease, not as high as that transition shade that I did, but you know what I mean. Okay, what I can initially tell from these shades are that they're not super, like, I feel like they'll be more beginner friendly, which is probably a good thing because this is my first eyeshadow video ever. But they're not like straight out of the gate super pigmented, which I kind of prefer that just because, 1, I am a beginner, and 2, if you put too much down initially, it can just screw it up. It can wreck your confidence like very quickly, and then you don't want to even continue on doing your eyeshadow. So I like it when, yes, you see pigment, but you kind of have to build it up just because I feel like it's easier and it's less, it's not as difficult to correct, if that makes sense, you know? But this shade, I actually It's showing up pretty well. You can see, yeah, you can see that on camera. Yeah, okay. I like that shade. And that's just like 2 passes on it. I'm gonna do one more and focus it a little more like right here. I like that shade. That shade's pretty. And I'm gonna touch it a little bit more in the corner because I feel like this corner hasn't gotten too much attention. Okay, I like this shade a lot. I'm not gonna lie, I like this shade. I'm gonna do the same thing to the other eye. I'm not gonna I'm in editing, I'm gonna speed all of this up, but anything I do to this eye, I'm gonna do to this eye, obviously, okay? Just, you know. Ooh, oh, pretty good, pretty good. Okay, so next, what I am wanting to do, I think, is now that I have those 2 shades down, I think I want to use Grim in the outer V to deepen it up a little bit, and then I want to use Kiss all over the lid. So you know what I mean? So I think that's what I'm wanting to do. And then maybe that would actually, well, no, I don't know. We're going to see. We're just going to play because that's what we're going to do. Okay, guys? That's just what we're going to do today. So for me, packing shades onto my outer V is a little difficult because I don't really have an outer, well, everyone has an outer V, but like my eyes are tiny, so mine's more like a lowercase V, if that makes sense. So I'm going to take a smaller brush than what some of you may use, and that's totally fine, you know, obviously. Technique depends on your eye shape. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this little dual-ended brush. This is it's by Dose of Colors. It came with my little Baked Browns palette. I'm going to use this little square side. And I like this one because it's skinny and it's thin and it's like actually kind of the perfect shape of my eyelid. So it helps me really get into my, that V. So I'm going to use that to kind of pack the pigment on. And then I'm going to use this Luxie 229 tapered blending brush to blend it out. So that's what you're about to see for probably 20 minutes. Get excited. Okay. Okay, I like, ooh. That's a decent, I don't know if I can zoom in. I'm telling y'all, I don't even know how to do eyeshadow videos or whatever. I'll say this shade is a little bit patchy. Is this like a good angle? I don't even freaking know. Can you see? So initially, I'm packing the pigment on this outer V, and then as my brush kind of empties out of the shade, I'm bringing it into my crease and just kind of blending it inward. I'm not going in too terribly close to my like inner eye, just because I don't want to. But yeah. And yes, I know my explanations are great, but yeah, okay, I understand. I get it. I understand. So now that that's there, I'm going to pack it in a little bit more where it's kind of lacking. Okay, so I am, after doing that and kind of blending that in as much as I can with this tiny little square brush, I'm going to take this brush. I haven't dipped it in any shadow or anything. And then I'm just gonna work that into those earlier transition shades that we used. It's not really, I'm gonna say, I'll be honest, this purple, this Grim shade isn't blending that well into the transition shades. It's kind of just like sitting there. Maybe if I use, I'm gonna take the shade Thorn, which I feel like would be a good mix of grim and spindle, you know? And I'm going to kind of go over that dark color that's not blending with that and see if maybe that'll make it look a little bit more gradient-like. Because on its own, which maybe it could be my brush, but it's like not, I'm going to tell, it's like super patchy. Like it's not blending at all. It's just sitting there, which is kind of sad because that was like the shade I was so excited about. Okay, I'm going to try another color. I'm going to try another brush. Okay, yeah, I'm going to try this brush. This is a Moda Pro brush. And I'm going to dip into this grim shade, again, the darker shade, and I'm just going to try and maybe blend it with that. Okay, no, this shade's just not good. Oh man, I'm sad. I really wanted to like this color, but look how patchy that is. That's like so patchy. I don't know if you can tell. You probably can't even tell, but it's like not picking up. Like right here, like right there, it's not really doing anything. Okay, I'm gonna try and use another brush, maybe. I mean, I know people say to blend for like a long time, but this is, I don't want to blend that long. Like you see, it's just like a harsh line that's not doing any, like it's not doing anything. It's not going anywhere. Okay. What I'm about to do, because I'm getting impatient, is I'm going to just build it up and just not blend it out. And then put that lid shade on and hope for the best. Because I know I have eyeshadows that blend quicker than this. Because this is a little ridiculous, I'm not gonna lie. Like, it hasn't even budged. But, you know, the other two shades are really not. I did like the other two shades. Don't get me wrong. I did. So that's not me being completely negative. I'm just saying this grim shade is not the best. It's still kind of being a bitch. Okay, so I'm going to do the same thing to the other eye. I'm not going to film it. Okay. So I'm like midway through this eye with that grim shade, and I don't like it. It's like, I've even tried blending this eye a little bit more because it's so bad. And because this is my first ever eyeshadow tutorial, and I don't want to look like someone who shouldn't have a YouTube channel, you know what I mean? But this just is like, I mean, I've tried 3 different blending brushes. I've tried using like a different, you know, like another shade from the palette to like blend it, but it's just not, it is just the patchiest little thing. Like, oh my goodness. Okay, so this eye is patchy as well. Maybe not so as much as that other one. I'm so bummed, you guys. That was like the one shade I was so excited about. Because it's just so up my alley, you know? But I don't know. Maybe I'll put the lid shade on and it'll completely transform it. And then all this bitching was for absolutely nothing. And I mean, it could honestly be because I'm too impatient to blend it out. But I've used eyeshadow palettes that I have not had to blend out for 20-something minutes. Okay? And so I've like, at this day and age, with as many makeup palettes, eyeshadow palettes, anything like that, I feel like there should not be something that takes that long to blend out. I just don't. Like, you know, there's so many now that are such good quality that don't take, and this is an expensive palette. I don't know, I think it was somewhere in like the $50 range. I'll put it on the screen, but like, it's not a cheap palette. I mean, if the other shades work better, then maybe, but this shade is terrible. Like, that's still not blending. I don't know if you can tell. but it's just not blending at all. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this Kiss shade, this one. I'm going to use that on my lid, and I'm just going to use my finger because it looks like a shade that would go on better with a finger. So, I mean, it looks beautiful, like when you first pick it up with your finger, so. Ooh, pray for me, please. Okay, this is definitely pigmented. See, that's why, like, you know, when I did, oh no! When I did the swatch on my hand, initially it didn't look very pigmented, but now, oh Lord, that's some pink right there. Okay. So now that the base of that is on, I'm going to take one of these brushes and try and just blend it into that other dark shade that does not blend. And I will say there is a little bit of fallout to that pink shade. I've already gotten glitter under my eyes. Guys, this is so bad. It's not blending. I'm so sad, man. Oh no. I mean, it's just not. Like, look at that. It's not even, like, trying. It's, that doesn't look good. Like, at all. It doesn't look good. So now kind of what I'm going to do to salvage the situation, if I even can, is just put that pink shade, this pink shade, and just bring it up a little bit higher and just make it into like a one eyeshadow diffused looking type situation. But it's not, like, it won't even mix with that one color. I'm going to do the same thing on this eye because I'm just ready to be done with this, honestly. It looks so bad. Oh my god. It's just like the most unblended, patchy. I mean, oh my god. I don't know if I've ever had an eyeshadow palette that I've like had this many. Those first few transition shades were good. I liked those. Okay, so I'm just I'm gonna touch into Grim again and just put it on my lower lash line because I'm just over this. Also, that one pink shade Kiss has a shit ton of fallout. Which, yes, it's glitter. Yes, I know, but still, just giving you the heads up. Better on my under eyes, but that's because I didn't have to blend it into anything, and I'm not going to add anything else because I don't feel like it. So I am going to, I guess I'll take this Enchanted shade. I did want to kind of use this Fairies color, but since this Kiss color has gold in it, the Enchanted shade would match. But I'm gonna put that in my inner corner just to round the look out, and then I'm gonna be done. I mean, that shade, I mean, it's pretty. Do I think it's anything to write home about? No. Am I also in a pretty pissy mood because those other ones didn't work out? Yeah. So take with that what you will. Ouch. Alright. So that's that. So I'm going to put some mascara on real quick and I'll be back to let you know what I think. Okay. Hey guys. Alright. So I'm back. I don't know if the angle changed. I had to turn my phone back on. Final thoughts on the Storybook Cosmetics Fairy Tales palette. This was an epic letdown. Disclaimers, I mean, I didn't use all the shades. I swatched a few of them. I used 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I used 7 of the 12. So I used more than half. and just none of them are anything to really write home about. This, I just dug into that. Okay. This Briar Rose shade, I will say I liked that one probably more so than any of the other ones I used. It wasn't patchy. It blended very easily. I'd say the formula, like the feel of it, applying it, I actually did really enjoy that. They're very soft, very buttery, but just the patchiness that I experience, I don't know if I've ever experienced anything like. And I usually get pretty cheap eyeshadow palettes. I don't know. I mean, I'm not a makeup artist, but I used like 3 or 4 different brushes on each eye. I packed on the pigment. I blended it out. I tried to add a different shade that would maybe look like it. But I mean, it just, nothing worked. Yeah, I'm bummed because I really liked the color story, and I really like the packaging, and I'm kind of sad about it. I mean, that's really all I have to say. The glitter fallout was pretty intense. I just had to use a brush to like brush it off of my face. I think the color selection is beautiful. I love the color selection, that I won't lie, but just I don't think the execution was as good as it should have been, could have been. I don't know the price off the top of my head. I'll look it up, but I can tell you, even if this was a $20 palette, it wouldn't be worth it. So it's a depressing end to what should have been an exciting video, but I mean, maybe I saved just some money, so there's a plus. But anyway, I hope you liked this video. If you've ever tried this palette or anything else by this brand, please let me know down in the comments. I'd love to know your experience. Maybe I am just that terrible at makeup. I don't think I am. I really don't, but maybe I am, and I just give myself too big of an ego when it comes to that. So there's that. But anyway, I'll see you guys later. Bye.